Here are the 25 craziest mistakes ever seen in football. The first one was done by one of the nicest guys in football. In the 2019 season, Everton and Spurs played each other. In the 78th minute, Son Heung-min caused one of the worst injuries you can imagine. To get to the ball, it was already too late. Instead, he hit Andre Gomes in the ankle and turned it around. Fear and fans who were there were shocked to see it. Unfortunately, Son Heung-min got a red card and was very upset. Of course, that foul wasn't meant to be, but the top three have some crazy payback moments that are a lot worse. First, a player from this small country almost cut Leon Goretzka head off. The game was between Germany and Liechtenstein in the group stage of the 2022 World Cup qualifiers. It was only 8 minutes into the game. One of Bayern's best midfielders of all time almost broke his jaw while playing for the Amberger club in Switzerland. It makes me happy that Germany killed them. That 90-year-old guy should go back to playing in his bad little field and let the pros handle things. But even pros can lose control, like when Francesco Totti hit Mario Balotelli and got sent off. He also got banned for 4 games. In 2010, Roma played Inter in the Car Italia final. Inter was a 19-year-old super. Mario was killing it on the Italian fields, which drove his opponents crazy. With less than 3 minutes left to play and a prize on the line, Tommy lost it by 1. TDY later admitted that he did it on purpose because he wanted to hurt Balotelli after years of mocking him. I guess he also had a grudge against Xabi Alonso for some reason. I love that kung fu kick. It never gets old. It's crazy that he only got a yellow, but Sergio Aguero didn't get yellow for it because he went leg first and flew right through David Luiz after his team lost even 1-3 at home. Aguero was banned for 4 games for the horrible hit, and Luiz later said he had been hurt for 2 years by the reckless challenge. But that's not even the worst foul ever done to a Chelsea player. John Terry almost died on the field. In the 2007 League Cup final, the Blues and Arsenal played each other. There was almost no time left in the game, and it was already over. Chelsea was given a corner, but Terry says they haven't cleared it, and DMB wanted to clear the goal. Not a good idea. When he gulped, his tongue got so tight that it couldn't breathe. He had to get help on the pitch. The whole crowd couldn't say a word. Diab was right next to Jose Mourinho when he thought he had lost his captain. He got better, but the kick to the face was so painful that he couldn't remember anything from the event, but everyone remembers that stupid hit on Messi. This isn't the NFL. Some gamers seem to forget that. I thought that was just something my friends and I did to each other in FIFA. Still, I feel bad for Alvaro Morata, but Pablo Gavi, who almost lost an ear in a game against Osasuna, makes me feel even worse. I'm afraid I can't show the foul because he was bleeding so much, but the 19-year-old needed medicine. Ajax player Thomas Müller tried to imitate the Karate Kid during a game between Ajax and Bayern. He got medical help on the field and had his ear stitched up, which looked painful. So does football player Thomas Müller. He put out his leg to reach a long ball and hit Nicolas Tagliafico in the head with his studs. The Argentinian left-back had to play the rest of the game with staples in his head to stop the blood. Müller stayed in the locker room and watched the rest of the game. He was banned for 2 games for the disgusting foul, but Kevin Muscat was banned for 8 weeks for his hit. He's off again after getting past the bran nut smell. Kevin Muscat got a second straight red card without even getting a second yellow. It is a true red. He went way over the ball on the up and under, which is bad for Muscat. And Adrian Zara was hurt. He wouldn't play because he had to have surgery on his knee. A year of football, and some Australians even say the event hurt his career. Aaron Ramsey almost had the same thing happen to him. On February 27, 2010, Arsenal played Stoke City. Before the game, both managers made it clear that they hated each other, which made things tense. But no one saw that horrible scene coming when Ryan Shawcross went in and broke Ramsey's leg in half, said his leg cracked, and I heard it. I heard the yelling shot crosser get sent off right away and get banned for 3 games from the bench. Everyone at Arsenal was worried that the 19-year-old would never play professional football again, but he came back 9 months later and played 7 more seasons for the Gunners. Let's just say that Shawcross got what was coming to him because he said that the injury he caused Ramsey never affected him again. In 2019, he was in a similar situation. He was chasing the ball back, which was hard, and he broke his calf bone. He couldn't play for 4 months. With a score of 12, this Honduran player hurt not 1, but 2 other players at the same time. He was lucky that he and 3 others were sent off because he hit Barcelona captain Lionel Messi so hard You got a straight red card too, dude. I now understand why the goat's legs and shirt are worth 750 million. We've now reached the top 10, where only the worst fouls await. Just wait until we get to the top 3, where this guy meant to kick the other guy in the head with a vicious kick to the face. And Pista hit Venus in the ankles with a similar kick. No wonder he was banned for 2 games. This guy should be banned from the Sunday League. Someone else is trying to hit Messi in the ankle. In the end, Pau Lopez denied that he had stomped on it on purpose. If he hadn't, he would have been in serious trouble. But that's the problem. Well, it was a careless, fat, outrageous foul on Abu Diaby's ankle that led to 3 surgeries and an 8-month recovery time. But the French midfielder never really got over it because he ended up spending. He missed 17 to 47 days of play, which is almost 5 years. This makes him the football player in history who missed the most games. Jesse Rodriguez has been through a similar thing. In 2014, the kid who was once thought to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo had his future ruined. He was running towards the corner flag when Sead Kolasinac hit him. He then fell to his knees. From the look on his face, it was clear that things were very serious inside him. He couldn't play for 9 months because his cruciate ligament was torn apart. He was never the same after that, and he moved from one club to another. Now he plays for Los Palmas in the 2nd level of Spanish football. At least he wasn't as close to having to have his foot cut off. Djibril Cissé should brush M off. Both of them are leaving now. Even though it doesn't look like much happened at first, this is how the replay looks. During the game, he broke his leg and had to miss 10 months of play. However, his doctor said that things could have gone badly. After 30 minutes to an hour, your foot's blood flow stopped. It would have to be cut off. That puts our mistake in the top 3 of all-time dirtiest in football history. It took us back to October 14th, 2006. When Reading played Chelsea and scored after only 20 seconds. Petr Cech hit him in the face, which was one of the worst things that could happen in football. The goalie hurt his head and couldn't play for 2 months. For the rest of his career, he wore his famous helmet. Hunt was heartbroken that he hurt someone so badly, but Zlatan Ibrahimovic was out for payback with Juventus. He played against Inter, and all Inter wanted to do was score, but Marco Materazzi only wanted to kick him out of the game.